Hi, welcome. On this presentation, you will hear about perceptions of alfalfa adoption in the Southeast US. This presentation will cover results from a survey conducted in the Southern region from May to November 2020. This study was supported by USDA NIFA grants and is a collaboration among University of Georgia, Auburn University, and University of Florida faculty. My name is Liliane Silva, and I'll start with a brief outline about alfalfa in the South. There's been a decline on alfalfa acreage due to harsh environments and pest pressure in the southern region. Recent breeding efforts developed new varieties more tolerant to growing conditions and grazing management that allowed alfalfa to grow in this region. A collaboration led by University of Georgia with Auburn University and University of Florida is aiming to incorporate alfalfa back into forage systems in this region. In this context, one initiative from this group was to distribute an online survey with 24 questions on total from May through November 2020 on 12 states in the South US. The goal of this survey was to understand the main challenges and limitations of alfalfa adoption by beef and hay producers in the Southeast US. We had on total 209 participants, within 50% of them being from either Georgia or Alabama. Sorry. Then three states had 9% each of participants: Kentucky, North Carolina, and Mississippi. Here. And from Tennessee, we had 5% participants. Other states contributed to with 12%, and the option of my state is not listed represented 8% total. So just general demographics of our participants. The majority was male participants, 9% total, and the majority were full or part-time farmers. In terms of age distribution, the majority of respondents were concentrated on 46 years of age or more, and they had 20 or more years of experience in cattle and high industry. The majority of them had almost 60%. When asked about the type of farm operation, the majority consisted on cow-calf operation, 60%, followed by commercial hay, 17%. In terms of acreage, most participants had 11 or more uh, acres of hay or pasture production, and the most used forages were tall fescue, followed by Bermuda grass and Bahia grass. Other forages mentioned were the use of native grasses, earth grass, mixtures of grass and legume, and rhizome peanut pastures. Lastly, the majority of the participants had less than 50 cattle, 50 cattle animals on their herds, which consisted only small farmers. Within that side, let's take a look on the survey responses. So, half of the participants affirm they know someone who grows alfalfa in their state, and 85% of the total have already considered growing alfalfa on their own farm, while 65% of participants said they already accessed alfalfa extension publications to understand more about requirements and management of alfalfa production. However, only half or less attended to training events and or contact their local extension agent with questions. Then, when asked, we asked the participants to rank their agreements with some statements, and the results were as followed. In terms of learning about alfalfa production, 86% said they are interested in learning, and 69% already invested time on doing it so. Then, when asked if they have use for alfalfa on their own beef or hay production systems, 68% of participants said they have, and 89% says they know of alfalfa's potential use. Almost half of participants said they wanted to plant alfalfa during this calendar year, and 74% said alfalfa can be profitable in the South, while only 30% affirmed that the management required for alfalfa production will be too intensive, for their production systems. From those who currently grows alfalfa, stand size ranges from 5 to 40 acres for the majority of participants, and 61% of them plant alfalfa in monoculture. When planted in association, they do it so with Bermuda grass, followed by orthograss and tall fescue. Then we asked them what results on these 4 items they obtained since growing alfalfa. The items were forage yield, hay quality, profit, and pests and weeds. The majority says they saw an increase on all of them on their farms, including pests and disease. For those who planted alfalfa prior to 2019, stand size ranges from 10 to 50 acres, and similar pattern of majority in stand and planting with Bermuda orthograss were found here as well. For those who no longer have alfalfa stands, they describe the issues with stand thinning and weather conditions, especially droughts during establishment. For those interested in planting alfalfa now, they are mostly looking to improve hay quality, followed by extending grazing season, diversifying their forage systems, or targeting horse people. On the other hand, while when we asked them if they were resident to plant alfalfa, for them to choose why, the highest percentage were on participants mentioning cost of establishment, stand longevity, and issues related with weather conditions. These greatest values were the participants' response mentioned, which just shows the need for education in some of the other benefits of alfalfa systems. For example, reduced chemical nitrogen fertilizer and improved yields and profit. So just a quick summary. The response show that there is interest in learning more about alfalfa. Most farmers are seeking alfalfa as an option to extend forage production and improve quality. Their major concerns are related to cost of establishments, stand longevity, and weather-related issues. And in conclusion, more alfalfa educational resources and trainings are needed to help producers to understand potential benefits of adopting alfalfa into their operations and to help them managing stands. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. I hope you have enjoyed. Please write to my email address here on this slide. If you have any questions, again, we would like to acknowledge the funding acquired from USJ and IFA that allow us to conduct this research. And I hope you enjoy this conference. Thank you so much.